You never stood a chance!
Mr. Hubs got me again.
Let's go somewhere more private.
Okay.
Don't be afraid. Soon you will look just like me. Beautiful. Come closer. Let's smile together.
I may miss my face, but even I could see his tongue.
I don't hate you, but you need to stay out of my way.
I am remade, but not by you, by the one you should not have killed.
Let's see how many times you can be pulled apart.
I know how much you like to fight.
The shadow fears thee.
Greetings from the fire, and from the one you should not have killed.
Reflection of what you have created.
flashlight on the right. It can't save you now.
I guess you forgot about me.
These are strange circumstances that have brought us together.
Show times are on the hour. Not a moment before and not a moment later.
Unit. Uh-oh. You and I don't get to talk as often as I'd like.
Well, it seems that your journey has ended. Very sorry about that. It was always going to end this way, of course. If it weren't by me, it would have just been by some other, terrible thing. Just, you could not imagine how terrible it would be. Just, I get scared thinking about it. I'm glad it's not me. It reminds me of a time I was speaking to my good friend Orville. We were sitting on a park bench watching the pigeons. I was on the left, he was on the... Oh, wait, was I on the right or left? Anyways, it doesn't matter. We were sitting on there watching the pigeons. And I said to Orville, "Friend, those birds are frozen." And he kind of looked at me like I'd lost my mind. But I reminded him that it was winter, and often birds will sit in a tree until they freeze. And then they sort of fall to the ground until the sun warms up and they can, move around again. So I said to Orville, "You might as well save those breadcrumbs until the birds thaw, because they can't very well enjoy them in the condition they're in." To which he asked what I meant, and asking what condition the crumbs should be in before he threw them to the birds, assuming that I meant the birds couldn't enjoy the breadcrumbs in the condition that the crumbs were in, when in fact I had meant the birds could not enjoy them in the condition that the birds were in, considering that the birds were frozen. So he took a moment and then threw his last handful onto the ground. I said to him, "Orville, why did you throw the breadcrumbs to the birds when I just told you they're frozen?" To which he responded, "The breadcrumbs are not frozen." Again, misunderstanding my words. I didn't mean to say that the breadcrumbs were frozen when I said I told you they're frozen. I'd been referring to the birds. In hindsight, what I should have said was, and this would make perfect sense, "Why did you throw the breadcrumbs to the birds when the birds are frozen?" He misunderstood upon my correction, stating that he didn't know what else to do with the breadcrumbs, and that perhaps, when the birds thawed, they'd still be able to eat the crumbs. So I said to Orville, and this is what I said to him, I said, "Orville, the birds may be dead."
I consider it a dignified death.
Unit. I'm gonna do...
Don't you hate getting killed by obscure secondary characters?
Now is my time to shine.
Please deposit 5 coins. Please deposit 5 coins. Please deposit, please deposit, please deposit.
Please deposit 5 coins.
What a treat to come here and meet your face as it hits concrete.
Throwing
like wet floors, but the smell of fresh meat is just too enticing.
Yarg, you win. Yarg, you play with fire, and sometimes you get burned.
You and I will be making music together for a long, long time.
Smile.
Time for your controlled shock.
I always come back.
I've been looking for you, and now I will never let you go.
Hello. For today's lesson, we will be continuing our training on proper suit handling techniques. When using an animatronic as a suit, please ensure that the animatronic parts are tightly compressed and fastened by the spring locks located around the inside of the suit. It may take a few moments to position your head and torso between these parts in a manner where you can move and speak. Try not to nudge or press against any of the spring locks inside the suit. Do not touch the spring locks at any time. Do not breathe on the spring locks, as moisture may loosen them and cause them to break loose. In the case that the spring locks come loose while you are wearing a suit, please try to maneuver away from populated areas before bleeding out, as to not ruin the customer experience. As always, if there is ever an emergency, please go to the designated safe room. Every location is built with one extra room that is not included in the digital map layouts programmed into the animatronics or security system. This room is hidden to customers, invisible to animatronics, and is always off camera. As always, remember to smile. You are the face of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Please deposit 5 coins. Please deposit 5 coins. Thank you for depositing 5 coins.
Yar, you win some, you lose.